Hello there. Welcome back to the workshop of the Yield Architect. Today, I want to take you somewhere very peaceful. I want you to imagine a beautiful sunny garden. In this garden, the grass is soft, the birds are singing, and right in the middle stands a magnificent, tall apple tree. This isn't just a normal tree. This is your forever tree. It represents all the hard work you did for many, many years. The apples that grow on this tree are what you use to buy your favorite things. They buy your house, your warm clothes, and your toys. Now, when you look at a big tree like this, you might think it can never be hurt. But even the strongest things have a secret weak spot. For your retirement, that weak spot happens in the very first 5 years. We call it the 5-year fracture. It is like when a new bridge is built. The first few years it carries heavy trucks are the most important for its safety. If a big storm hits your garden while the tree is still getting used to being your only source of food, the whole tree could break. Today, we are going to learn how to be the best gardeners in the world. We are going to make sure your tree stays strong and healthy for 30 years or more. To understand the 5-year fracture, we need to look at 2 different gardens. In the first garden, we have our friend Pete. Pete is very lucky. For the first 5 years after he stops working, the sun shines every single day. His tree is so happy that it grows 100 big red apples every year. Pete only needs to eat 40 apples to be full. That means every year he has 60 extra apples. He plants those extra apples and soon his garden is full of new little trees. Pete's garden is structurally sound because the weather was kind to him at the start. But now let's look at Sally's garden. Sally has the exact same tree as Pete. But in Sally's very first year of retirement, a dark, scary storm hits the garden. The wind howls and the rain pours down. Because of the storm, the tree is tired and only grows 10 apples. But Sally's tummy still needs 40 apples to survive. She looks at her tree and she gets scared. She doesn't have a backup plan. So Sally takes a saw and she walks out into the rain. She cuts off a big, healthy, strong branch of the tree so she can sell the wood to buy more food. She got her 40 apples for today, but she made a terrible mistake. She cannibalized her tree. When the sun comes back the next year, Sally's tree is smaller now. It has fewer branches to catch the sunlight. Even though the weather is perfect, her tree can only grow 70 apples now instead of 100. And if another storm comes, she has to cut off even more branches. This is what happens in the stock market when we sell our investments when they are down. We are cutting off the branches of our wealth, and those branches can never, ever grow back. The seasons of the orchard, added for duration. Let's slow down and look at how a yield architect survives a storm that lasts for years. Imagine the storm doesn't just last 1 month. Imagine it lasts for 3 years. In year 1, the sky is grey and the apples are tiny. If you only have a tree, you are in trouble. But as an architect, you have already prepared for this. In year 2, the wind is still blowing. Most people are panic selling their wood, but you are sitting inside your garden shed, warm and dry. You are checking your blueprints. In year 3, the ground is cold and the tree looks like it is sleeping. This is the hardest part for most people. They lose hope. But because you have engineered a factor of safety, you know that your tree isn't dead. It's just resting. You don't need to touch a single branch because you have your baskets. This patience is what separates a lucky gardener from a master architect. So, how do we stop ourselves from being like Sally? We use 3 magic baskets to protect our tree. Basket number 1 is the snack box. This is our cache. We picked these apples and put them in a sturdy wooden box before the storm ever started. We keep 2 whole years of food in this box. When the sky turns grey and the tree stops growing apples, we don't get the sore. We don't touch the tree at all. We just open our snack box and eat the apples we saved. Basket number 2 is the little garden. Next to our big tree, we plant small bushes that grow berries every single month, no matter what the weather is like. In the world of finance, these are called dividends. They are like a little steady stream of snacks that keep your tummy happy, so you don't feel the need to look at the big tree during a storm. Basket number 3 is the big orchard. These are our giant trees that we leave alone for a long time, at least 10 years or more. By having these 3 baskets, you have engineered a system that can flex and move with the wind without ever snapping. Living under the shade of safety. When you build your retirement this way, you change the way you feel. When the TV says the market is crashing, it's just a rainy day in the garden. You can look at your snack box and say, I have enough food for the next 2 years. My trees have all the time they need to grow their leaves back. You have built a retirement that is structurally sound. You are no longer just a person with a piggy bank. You are a yield architect. You have designed for the worst days so that you can truly enjoy the best days. Subscribe to stay in the loop and learn how to keep your garden growing. I'm the Yield Architect, and your garden is safe with us.